We are back with our interview series, and today we're very excited. One, because Lauren has horses in the background where she is. So you may hear some of that. And two, we have our dear friend, photographer slash videographer, Joshua Bartolotti.
Hello.
And Bartolotti is what I said. I don't know if you caught that. So we have some really important questions in regard to how to make the most out of photography, videography, drone shots, which obviously is a specialty. And so we're going to just go ahead and dive in. So, okay, first question we have for you, Joshua.
Okay.
To achieve the best results, right? So we bring Joshua in for all of our listings to make them shine in their best light. So the biggest question is, how do we get the best results out of our photo shoots, and how can sellers best prepare so that there aren't crazy situations that happen?
That's a very good question. Okay, so the best way you can prepare is to help your clients, maybe the day before, have a checklist of things to do, of big items to go off of. If they have a yard, it would be good to clean up everything out of the yard, any recreational activities, anything that you wouldn't want to see in the photo, go ahead and tuck it away. That includes cars too. They could be parked in the garage or off on the side street away from the front of the home. That way the photographer can get a clear shot of the front of the house. Now on the interior, it's also good to hide anything that you don't want to see in the photos. This includes all toiletries, anything on counters. That includes kitchen and bathroom. And right before the photographer arrives, if they could turn on all the lights and open up all the blinds, that is what really helps the photographer. Now, this is really important because photographers work with a limited amount of time. And having these things done helps the photographer spend the majority of that time working on getting the very best photos of your home, instead of spending half the time getting the home ready.
Yes. I've had some fun memories, we can say, with Joshua. Remember a certain midtown condo that we walked in?
Yeah, and sometimes you just can't help it. Life is busy, and getting ready for photo day is extremely difficult, especially during quarantine, living at home and never really getting a chance to get your home back together again with these crazy times.
Yes, but we're still going to tell you to do it.
Yes, it's very important. It's very important. Difficult, but vital.
But vital. Okay, so Lauren, I'm going to punt to you for our next question.
So related to quarantine, so this year we have been dealing with the pandemic. So how have videos become more valuable this year?
I would say extremely. Before this year started, having no idea what was going to happen, I said to myself, this is going to be the year of video. And unbeknownst to me, it really has been. And it went from being, I would say, a trailblazing accessory to listings to being absolutely essential. And top tier marketing in general, especially during this time, has become super important. You're selling your home online, and when most home buyers these days start their home buying process online, especially during a pandemic, you need to be getting the most bang for your buck and the most attention that you can right away. And this includes having great videos. Home buyers love an interactive, emotionally driven experience in their real estate marketing. They want to fall in love with the home right as they see it online. And a great video, a great cinematic video, is going to take your listing where photos can't. And that takes them right to the emotionally driven section, right to their heart. And they do more than just sell a home. Getting top tier marketing is going to get you a higher sell price. It's going to get you lower days on the market. And at the end of the day, that puts more money into the realtor's pocket and get you amazing word of mouth, because then your seller is going to go to everyone else and say, you are not going to believe the amazing marketing that Meg got for us for this listing. So it always comes back full circle, especially during this time, because all of your selling has to start online because home buyers are being so careful. And also sellers too are wanting to almost weed out people they don't need to have in their home. And having really great marketing is going to help people decide early on, do I really want to see this? Or is it something that I can pass up on?
Yeah, so true.
Now, do you have a certain video length that you target? So not 10 minutes. What is your ideal length?
I always try to do over a minute because I feel any house has at least that much to give. And that also helps with helping you get the best media on Instagram as well, because you have to have over a minute to be able to post on Instagram TV, and that's going to get you the best marketing potential. It's going to look the best. But at the end of the day, it depends on size. If it's a condo in Midtown, it may be just a little bit over a minute. If it's a luxury 10,000 square foot home, you may need a little bit more time. So those err on being 2.5, 3 minutes. They don't need to be very long because I don't believe that's the job of the video, to show every nook and cranny. I believe it's mostly there for that emotional response, selling the lifestyle that, say, that condo brings, the poolside, the lovely views at night, or the outdoor pool at a luxury listing. That's really what the video is there for, and I think that's what we're selling when we do a video.
Very true. I feel like, you know, I'm throwing it back here. Joshua and I did our first video walkthrough together.
Yes, we did.
We did back in the day.
That was my very first one too.
Yeah, before you were so famous. And and that was in Inman Park, and we did such an incredible, fun thing with all the wildlife, and I
still love that video. That was cool.
That was a great video. And then it was really impactful, I think, though, because we were able to show all the amenities that surround it. It wasn't a house. It was the neighborhood. Obviously, Inman Park has got so much in regard to neighborhood amenities, walkability, Beltline, you know, restaurants, all that. And it's so cool to capture that. I even got on a bird and rode down the Beltline, and he got
well, I followed you with the drone. That was cool. That was a cool shot.
So that one was fun. Okay, so last but not least, this is a fun one, but kind of not. So how photo shoots can become disasters. And, you know, obviously this is the intention of this question, is so that we can avoid these disasters, but let's talk through how it can happen.
I think really the only way there can be a disaster is it ties right back to the first question, is how can you be prepared? My biggest disaster is if I show up at a house, the seller's done nothing to prepare, and they look me in the face and say, what do I need to move? And I just, oh no, because it's way too late. It's there's only so much we can do. And then also breaks my heart, because I go into some listings that are so stunning, and I know that they just spent an hour, hour and a half, or the day before getting ready. These would have been immaculately done photos. So that, it just, not being prepared can take your photos from being 10s down to 5s, just in a heartbeat. Especially when you're looking for those clean lines. The buyer wants to feel like they can move into the space, but when they see all of your personal items, the counters full, it's like looking at a hotel room and it's full of someone else's luggage. You know, it just goes down so quickly. So that's the biggest thing I can say, is being prepared for the photo shoot. Because your photographer may not be very good at home staging. They may not be very good at knowing these little items. So yeah, just being prepared can go from amazing to disastrous, and there's really no in between. There isn't. And I know it's very hard.
How do you feel about rugs and bath mats?
Oh, bath mats gotta go. Bath mats gotta go. Rugs, a lovely decorative living room rug, debatable. But most of the time, I would say all rugs, just get them out. Less is more. The more it looks like this home is staged, the better.
Yeah, for sure.
Got it.
Yeah, Lauren and I have had our own struggles in the past with the old bath mats. So, and I hope this translates as we always want to put our clients in the best position. We can be super directive, but it's only to achieve the highest result for everyone.
Yes.
We want it to shine. And so
yes,
we love Joshua's checklist and we send it to our clients, or we just call them and tell them everything. My favorite and famous line is, you want your home to look like what you were saying earlier, like a hotel when you walk in and you've walked in for the first time, right?
Yes.
Second.
Yes.
Pristine, exacting, no cords showing, all of those things. So
especially when like the median price is $500,000, so you're selling $500,000. Yeah, it has to look like you're just got $500,000. I think that's so important. Also, what I find really helpful is if a realtor can show up like an hour before to help those last minute things, because we've all been there when we clean our house and then an hour later it goes like, what happened? I just cleaned this. So the next morning, getting there a little bit early before your photographer really helps. Really helps.
Okay. This has been very educational.
Oh, good.
So if you want to check out what Joshua does online, tell them where they can go.
They can go to bartolottiphotography.com or just comment under here and I'll be sure to respond with my website.
Amazing. Okay. Thank you so much. And
my pleasure.
We're wishing everybody the best photography and experience with their photographer, but only if they use you. So
I would love that.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.